Hey everyone, this is Wenli coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and I wanted to discuss with you a little bit about guild leadership. So, unfortunately, happy for her, but sad for me, my old guild leader Xiaotuza left the game a while back, and I kind of filled the vacuum, the void of guild leader for a while. But coming up, our guild's merging with another guild, which is the only other active guild on our server. So we're going to be merging, and I'm surrendering the guild leader position. I'm more than happy to do so because my life's getting busy. So I wanted to talk to you and kind of go over what guild leadership is like and things you can do as guild leader. For those of you out there who are just starting and are a bit lost about it, because it's not entirely straightforward. So let's talk about it. So you're going to go to the little plus menu, go to the guild button, and some things that you can do is rename the guild. New name, it costs 500 ingots to do that, but that's the price you pay to name it something correctly, or something you like instead. I think the guild leader is the only one who can do that. And I'm kind of cleaning up the guild because in a few days we're going to be merging, and then Geralt will be the new guild leader here, which I'm excited for. So, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to kind of show you some of the things. So you can change the manifest, which people can read. So I usually try to give like information that people need to know, like, you know, if you have an alliance with another guild on server, please don't lobby or challenge that guild. Or if you have a Discord you want all your members to be a part of, then put your Discord name, that kind of thing. So this is a kind of a helpful little spot. The other thing that you can do as a guild leader is promote other members. And to do that, you can't just do that anywhere. You can also kick members out or like remove them from your role. And maybe there's some compelling reasons to do that. Like, for instance, maybe one of the guild members is harassing another member. Like, that's not nice. So you'd want to do that. Or somebody has really just not been. This is my diplomat, Biffy. Hey, Biffy. Biffy's awesome. And let's see, somewhere around here. Oh, there's Gina. This is Gina, and she's the secretary, and she's also very awesome. And somewhere around here is my deputy Mai. So everyone kind of fulfills a certain role, which I'll go over with you in a minute. But in order to do things like promote or demote or remove members from the guild, you would have to go to your very own statue, hey Winley, and then talk to it. And there's two different options here. One is assignment and one is loot. And so assignment would be promoting or demoting. So let's do a couple, because let's see, my friend Sashi has mostly quit the game. She just comes in to say hi once in a while. So, and I had given her the elite role. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change that and assign her not an elite. Yeah, she's just a member. And then, is there anyone else who's been an elite that is not? Okay, so Mei Yang's been off for quite a while, and so I'm going to assign her as just a member. For this way, when Geralt comes in, there's some room for promotions without anyone being removed or being upset. Okay, so maybe that's all of my elites now. Melly and Zhang Wei and Lu Yuan. Okay. Yeah, those are my elites. So the other thing you can do is you can assign someone else to be the guild leader, I think. No. There's some way. Oh, transfer. So you push this button to transfer leadership to someone else. So when Geralt arrives in the guild, probably Friday or Saturday, I'm going to transfer leadership to Geralt, and then they will have to do all this stuff. Woohoo! Thanks, Geralt. The other thing is the word kick. I don't really like that word. Remove from the role because, in the case of guild member harassing another guild member or doing something inappropriate to that level, then kicking is correct. But if they're just not active, then it's just simply removing them from the role. Like if they ever start playing the game again and there's space in the guild, like they're very welcome to come back. So, but I have to make room. Ooh, no, I don't want to kick you. Don't kick my. That would be really sad. Mine's awesome. Okay, so you would find the person or the player that has been absent for a long time. So I'm going to make room for the other guild Havens members to move over, and we're going to actually rename the guild through a vote and everything, so that everyone has a chance to have a say in that. And the people who have not been here for a long time, I don't even know any of these people. Okay, Aaron Show, I do remember. Kamisha is here. Yeah, Kamisha just got a lover, which is awesome. Okay, so Madison has been gone for a very long time. And so confirm to kick Madison out of the guild. Yes. So Tessa was on not long ago. She popped into the guild and then she hasn't showed up since, which is kind of funny, but okay. Tessa, we hope you come back. Ansley hasn't been on for probably months. So I'm going to make room at least 15 spots, and then we can make more room if we need to, because really our guild can hold 73 members, but really only about 20 members are active right now, and only about 20 of Haven's members are active. So when we merge, we're going to have about 40 active members, and that's active like at least once a month. So like really our server's kind of going dead. Like we only started in November of 2022 or October of 2022, and the server is already down to just 40 people who play anywhere near a regular basis, which is so weird to me, but okay. All right, so that's how you handle those affairs. You can also handle loot from here. You can also handle loot outside of this guild setup, so I'll show you that too. So common, all right, Siren has asked for a lasting love, and no reason she shouldn't have it. Lots of people haven't been asking for them, so I'm going to say accept, and then that will send it to her. It gives a notification in the guild here. It also notifies everyone that people have been removed. All right, so that's our guild info. Oh, there's my, woo. I was like, she's got to be somewhere, but maybe my computer's not rezzing very much. All right, I don't even have to, I always feel like I'm supposed to walk out of places that I walk into in the game, but actually I can just push the leave button and go. All right, so that is the things that you can do at the guild as the leader. Other things you can do include changing the targets of the counselors. So you can cancel the target, or here's another one we have. You can set the target. You can cancel it. You can actually fire your counselor and cancel the buff. We're definitely not doing that. it took way too much to like get that stuff, so we're not doing that. You can, let's see, go to affairs. You can go to challenge. You can set the target for these different guilds. So let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, so you can cancel that, or you can set as enemy. There we go. So we've picked guilds that are no longer active because we don't really care to make problems with other people on the server. So we tried to pick guilds that are no longer active to challenge. And also on our counselors, like, we also make sure that when we lobby, we set the target as a particular guild. So right now we have it as, you know, vice prime minister, and that means that, you know, no other active guild is getting lobbied. Okay, let's see. What else can we do here? I think that that's it for the counselor. So you can set the target, and you can kind of fuss around with the lobbying target, etc. And I think that's about it. And then, is there anything in events? Guild Coliseum, you can sign up for that. I already did sign up for that this week. You can sign up for it here, or you can sign up for it at the billboard in the Royal Garden that's set up for that. So yeah, signed up for Guild Coliseum, already done. So you need to do that once a week. Make sure you sign up before Saturday so that your guild can participate. That's where a lot of loot comes from, actually, is the Guild Coliseum and other special events. Okay, there's Saren making another request. Okay, so Guild Coliseum and other special events are how we get this loot in here. A lot of people don't understand where that comes from, but that's actually where it comes from. So for instance, Guild Coliseum gives, I think, some summon potion, and it gives quartz bags and a few other things. And then some other stuff comes from things like fireworks show or market battle and guild war, that kind of thing. So it's not just magic that this loot shows up in your guild. You actually have to go out and participate in order to gain it. So that's something that not many people know coming in to the game. So make sure that you are communicating with your guild and like letting them know where loot comes from and like how you guys get it, so that they understand how to help participate in order to get that. All right, so for instance, this, oh wow, this seal, this random fabled seal, this one is actually from Fireworks Show, which shows up like every few months, and people have to purchase stuff, spend ingots on different things in the shop and air classes, and whatever 50 ingots you spend, you get one firework. And then as a guild, you organize a time that everyone releases those fireworks together in order to knock out the Nyan beast and keep it asleep. So that takes a lot of coordination there. So let's see, events, guild trial costs, nope, there's no more things there. So I've covered assigning, removing guild members. You can also go to the guild leader statue to quit the guild if you are so inclined. Let's see, what's auto? Okay, so auto, it sets like the player level. So if someone applies to your guild, they can automatically be approved. So if I'm going to set that at auto, so people who come in from Haven can be sure to get in. And then This lets you know weekly how much contribution each member has contributed. So let's see. And it'll tell you if they've participated in Guild Coliseum for the week, and that happens on Saturdays, if they've donated and how much they've donated for the week, if they've done Guild Trial and how much they've done that, if they've done quests, which the way that your guild gets funds is actually through donation, and the way that your guild gets this guild influence is through quests. So when people donate and give and finish quests, that actually helps your guild a lot, because these funds are used to upgrade your level up. And this affects a few things. One is it affects how many members your guild can have. So the reason we can have 73 members is because we've upgraded our headquarters, and I think it's headquarters that covers that. And then the household department covers skins and skin anecdote. So when this was upgraded to a certain point, skins would unlock in skin anecdote, and then you can roll for those skins to be able to help your guild get them. We're still working on getting skins for Zhuge Liang, I think, or is it Yingzhang? Let's take a look at Royal Garden, because then you'll really understand what I mean. If you're like a really new player, you won't understand what I mean by skin anecdote. All right, so in the Royal Garden, the biography Imperial Historian guy will eventually have a skin anecdote unlock. And there's two that you pick personally, these two over here. And then over on the right, there's one that the guild owns. So I just finished my Li Qingxiao Curvy Ink Wash Fabled skin today, actually. So yay for me. And that was because it was able to be unlocked by the household department and the guild being upgraded. So let's take a look. These are all your individual ones, and then you go to guild, and here's all the guild ones. So we have Peachy Sonnet and Curvy Ink Wash unlocked right now, and they were unlocked at the same time as Princess Typing, and that's at level 11. So that was pretty recent for us, but we've been gathering guild funds more slowly these days because activity has been down. We need to get up to Household Department 12 in order to unlock an Enlightening Star, which is Zhuge Liang's, and that should help a lot for anyone who is going to run him. All right, so that is how the guild handles skin anecdote and their part. So who is responsible for that in guild leadership? That's mostly the secretary, and that happens at reset on Wednesday night and Sunday night. So that's when the guild skin should be set, is after reset Wednesday and after reset Sunday. And when I mean like Thursday at the very early AM and Monday at the very early AM, if that makes sense. All right, so other things that can be done other than loot distribution is this workshop thing, which we're already past, but a lot of new guilds have to deal with this, so make sure you read that. And let's see what else. Oh, there's a guild log. It will tell things like who distributed what loot to whom, and it holds it for, a bit of a time, and you can sort. So like there's loot and assignment, counselors. So this tells who lobbied you and who's pleased and who's lobbied others, that kind of thing. And then challenge, but this one is not always accurate, I feel, because Sometimes we get reports that our guild challenged somebody and then there's no record of it, which I find is really frustrating. But that's where you find like that kind of information, which is really helpful in the very early stages, especially because you want to know what your guild is doing to whom and what guild is doing what to you, so you're able to like not lose too many points. Late game guild leadership should be encouraging their members to save up the counselor tokens, because when your guild merges or when your server merges with another server, all of the counselors are reset and then you have to win your counselors back. So there's that. You may want to start talking to the guilds in the other servers first and see if you guys can all do a guild merge and then you don't have to fight over counselors. If that peaceful kind of situation can happen for you, that's probably the best for everyone. But if it can't, make sure you have plenty of counselor tokens to deal with that. The other thing that you can look at is all of this warehouse stuff and the record of who donated what and who took things out. There's one more thing I'm forgetting. I need to tell them about this and I forget. Okay, disassembling loot. Okay, let's really quickly, I keep forgetting about this plain treasure thing because quite frankly, I'm not using it until after we get to household 12 to unlock the Zhuge skin. It's a distribution. You win these from participating in Guild Coliseum. But in order to actually give it to anyone, you have to pay 1 million guild fund. And if you remember what I was saying, that guild fund is the same money tokens that go towards your guild level up. So you may want to look at that kind of with a hard side eye because you'll be robbing opportunities for a good skin if you do that too early. All right, so common, you can go in here and you can disassemble. Why would you want to disassemble? Because it gives you guild funds. So sometimes there are things that just absolutely do not get used. I've recently disassembled some stuff, so I'm not like too keen on disassembling much today, but I'll show you what it does. So this is refined gear pack. It gives 5 refined stones, and we have 447 of them because nobody ever asked for them. So I'm just gonna, grind down 47, and then let's see if there's anything else. 828 of these medium moonstone packs. That is a lot. So I'll just grind down 28 though, just so you know what this is like. So that'll give us 42,000. Oh. Why is that giving me nothing? 47. Okay, 47,000 and 42,000. And this is fluorite. I'm not gonna do that though because fluorite is like always needed. People just don't realize how much they need it. Aura pill packs. Really, not a lot of people use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 200. So that's 1 million. If I were to give you advice on what loot to get the most of, it would be these quartz. All right. So, and then you hit confirm. Disassemble the loot, unable to cancel once confirmed. So no going back after that. And there was another 1 million in the guild fund. So that's how to do that. I think that's pretty much it. You can keep track of things and you can see, is there anything in here to look at? Just daily you can see who's donated and how much, which is kind of nice to see. I always think of it as cha-ching, 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 especially jade scepters and night pearls. 1 million, 100,000. Nice. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the guild leadership role. Deputy is the only other person who can distribute loot and sign up for Guild Coliseum. Diplomat is supposed to be like kind of the liaison between guilds and, you know, sort of helping out that way. And then secretary manages a lot of the skin anecdote stuff. I think that there is, oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see, go to guild. I think that there is like one more thing. Maybe it's in members. Event. Oh, okay, this one. So you can keep track of like who sat for market battle and how much they sat for, which is helpful. Because before this last update, it was, or the update before last or something like that, it was like we had to manually write this down and it was kind of irritating. So, and then there's another event that had some guild points. We didn't win anything from it because our guild didn't place high enough, but Songs of Fragrance is also another one. So you can look at that. And then there's somewhere it shows like what the secretary's assignment is and like defines the roles. It's somewhere. I'm sure you can find it. So that's all I have to say about guild leadership. I hope that this was helpful for everyone and that you guys are having a good time. Have a great summer. Thanks for watching. Help each other out and ask questions or leave comments in the section below. Bye guys.